Hi there, Gary here from the Australian Cleaning and Restoration Academy. This is part 2 of our moisture detection on timber, going through all the myths and misconceptions about taking readings in timber. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a relative value. And the relative, people might say it's moisture level. So the relative value. So the relative value, we've got an area here of particle board that we've just pre-moistened, and over here it hasn't been dipped in water, it's just been added water to the top, and over here we have a dry area. So what we've got here, turn him on, we've got a protimeter here, we've got the back of the protimeter, let's put it on relative, and we go to the relative section, and we've got 133. Over here, we've got 256, okay? What does that mean? Well, that means that it's elevated. That's what it means. So you're going to an unaffected area versus an affected area. Let's do that in a dielectric meter. This is a Gahn BLB2. So you've got 38, 37.5, 37.5. And over here, we have 41.2. 41.2. So at the end of the day, we're saying again, it's elevated. Going to an unaffected area versus an affected area. Let's go over here to the Tramex. Turn this off because it beeps to tell me to turn it off. Okay. Now, this one here, we'll turn him on. We're saying it's about 7.5%. That's 16%. So again, it's saying 16%, but let's have a look at the bottom number here. We've got 42 digits and 14 digits. So the digits are the bottom numbers, and up the top they're saying it's percent. Is that really a percent? Let's see if it is. Let's go over here to our Tramex. 13.9% moisture content. Is that 13.8% moisture content? Is that 20.1% moisture content? Well, it's hard, but it does say 20.1. Well, it's saying 19, 19, 19.1. Okay, is it really that percent? Let's have another look here. Let's have a look at our Gahn BLA Plus. So, 32.1%. Is that real? 32.1. 36.2? Wow, that's a massive difference. I'm confused. Which one of these are correct? Let's do some adjustments here. .2%. Is that correct? 11.9%. Is that correct? Wow, I'm still confused. What is this reading? Well, if it's a relative reading, because I have to go to an unaffected area versus affected area. Okay, now these are digits, these aren't percents. The only way I could say that this is a percent when I'm doing non-invasive is if I've set the specific gravity correctly. Now what I'm doing here is manipulating the specific gravity on this particular meter, saying it's softer or harder than what it actually is. So when I'm doing a relative scale, I need to say it's in digits, because right now I don't know the specific gravity. Let's say this is a hardwood, but pretend it's a hardwood and I don't know what kind of hardwood it is. So again, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to say, hey, look, that is a relative scale, because I don't know what it is. Now, if I'm going to be using something on a that has specific gravity settings, and maybe I go to the unaffected area and adjust it to it saying 12%, because I'm thinking this timber in this region might read 12%. Then I go to the affected area, it's reading 15, then it's a wood moisture equivalent reading, it's an equivalent reading. So stay tuned for part 3 to understand what equivalent reading might be. But at the moment, we're just doing a relative scale. Okay, thanks so much for watching part 2. Stay tuned for part 3 on wood moisture equivalent.